The media. Uh, we're often told that we have a free media, we're democratic media, but nearly all our media is owned by capitalists. Now, isn't that an odd thing, Or run by bourgeois people, run by the middle classes like BBC, etc. They're run by the privately educated, the same group of people who are normally the capitalists. So they own the means of information. So is there any surprise that they're going to be anti-socialists? Capitalists are not usually in favour of socialism, are they? But the distortions that we have to put up with. The Chinese wonderful 60 years anniversary the other day, the silky deceiver, John Simpson on BBC, trying to say it was very retro, it was old-fashioned, it was 60s. But what he was trying to disguise was the fact that they have not given up on socialism in China, as he continually and people like him try to make out. It is because they have the leadership of the Communist Party that they're able to progress through the capitalist period towards socialism in such a harmonious fashion. There is less crime in China than in most other, and in Japan too, I must confess. The Japanese are very communal and social people too, and that is where our salvation lies. I'm all for government. I'm all for, even they want to call it big government, because government is simply people coming together to help each other if it's done properly. I know that the states can also, I don't mean the United States, I mean states in general can also repress their people in the name of the ruling classes. But if the ruling class are the proletariat, if we have a dictatorship of the proletariat, which they have in China to a certain degree, in that the capitalists, although they exist in China, they are not the ruling class. They do not plan the future. Capitalists don't tend to plan the future anyway. They just take it as it comes. And the devil take the hindmost. The poorest take the hindmost. It was Jesus Christ who once said that the poor will always be with us. Oh, I'm sorry, Jesus, I've got to disagree with you on that one, because the poor weren't with us in the 1950s and the 1960s in this country. We had managed to eliminate poverty. The expression the poor had disappeared until Margaret Thatcher appeared on the horizon, and the new poor, as the Guardian referred to them, came about around the 1980 mark. So there is no need for people to be poor. And people who lived through the 50s and 60s of the welfare state know this damned well. We had full employment. The capitalists need and like a pool of unemployment so they can force wages down and make people grateful to have a job and be grateful to them for providing us with work. Well, it's not it's not them that provides us. It's not the rich who support the poor. It is the poor who support the rich. The rich have no way of supporting themselves because they don't do any work. And as we have already pointed out, all wealth, repeated it before, I'll repeat it again, all wealth is created by labour. There is no and can be no argument about that. Think of it. Think of it. And yet our media continually present these people as wealth creators instead of as wealth stealers, as wealth thieves. Nobody can work hard enough to have £1 million. I asked my dad when I was a little boy, how do you get to be a millionaire, Dad? He said, oh, save up, son, save up. Because he recognised the irony that no ordinary working person can earn £1 million. You can make £1 million by shuffling bits of paper around and selling things over the phone, but you can't earn it, and that is another secret our media keeps from us. Our media is controlled by capitalists. Yeah, as I say, even the BBC is controlled by the bourgeoisie. The board of governors at the BBC is like a Toffs alliance, and ITV and Sky and all the rest of them. Well, Sky, they're quite open about it. They are blatant neo-fascist, they call themselves neo-cons. They're so far to the right that they would hang people for attempting suicide, I think. Cheers, the phone's ringing. Got to stop.